It starts as an intense love game. A boy confesses bravely, but she replies, "You must be crazy." What a wild response. "Did you know? You must be crazy to like me," left the boy completely stunned. He lay in bed pondering this line all day, but remained clueless. It later became his youth catchphrase. Introducing the new youth romance film, You Must Be Crazy to Like Me. It's set to be a teen blockbuster in 2025, with hilarious first half, but the second half will leave you in tears. Meet our protagonist, Easy, the problematic student every teacher loves to hate. Just like us in our youthful once he chugged a whole row of yogurt, and the next moment, he turned into a fountain. Just when they rushed to clean up, they bumped into the principal from the men's restroom. Awkward. Easy, put down your phone first. Let's go. With a serious look, the principal hurried after him, but Easy dashed away, phone in hand, and thus began their epic chase. He dashed from the classroom to the playground, then to the swimming pool, unable to break free. Just as he hopped on a stranger's motorcycle he ran into his destined rival, the top student, Easy. Same pronunciation, but spelled differently. This fate encounter turned Easy's life upside down. Talk about bad luck. Constantly causing chaos, he was indeed the problematic student. Who wants such a boring life? I just want to live wildly. But the next second, joy turned to sorrow as the motorcycle took off, and reality struck with a hospital stay. The principal stormed over, ominously declaring, "You're doomed. Expulsion is unavoidable. Do you realize your severity? You hit someone." That's when the reality of his mess hit him. He desperately pleaded with the principal not to expel him, otherwise I'd be finished. But the principal remained unmoved when a nurse mistook him for a sick patient. He lied about having stomach cancer, talk about a narrow escape. Little did he know, this was just the beginning of his true nightmare. The teacher arranged for the class monitor to sit with him. The monitor was very responsible, confiscating his snacks and announcing his medical history. "What's this?" "Ento. It's my dad's cooking. I eat this daily." "Ah, no wonder you eat so much. Do your parents own a condiment factory? Are you sick?" That shut him up right then and there. The monitor, on the other hand, was a leukemia survivor, now in remission. Perhaps out of shared struggles, he took a special interest in Easy, like a guardian angel dropped from the sky. Yet, Easy didn't appreciate his concern, flat out telling him to mind his own business. The words spoken by the class monitor truly incited Easy. In a fit of anger, he walked onto the main road. Unfortunately, the driver managed to slam on the brakes in time, narrowly averting a tragic accident. Turns out, his parents had died in an accident years ago, making him extremely sensitive. His dream was simply to graduate smoothly, and life offers inheritance, but the monitor's presence brought an odd mix of warmth and annoyance. One pretended to be sick while the other, actually ill, feigned normalcy during PE class. The monitor was accidentally knocked over by a classmate and rushed to the hospital, worrying Easy. Luckily, he wasn't seriously injured, but he needed to stay for observation. Easy couldn't help but send some caring texts. The monitor saw them and couldn't help but smile sweetly. Easy took this chance to open up about his past, and their bond began to deepen. Easy became more diligent in his studies and wasn't afraid of the future anymore, like his life began anew. On graduation day, he mustered courage to confess, turning crazy to like me into a touching love declaration. They thought they'd be happy like other couples, but fate had other plans in store for them. Just then, the monitor's condition relapsed, sending Easy into a state of shock as life threw him yet another curve. The monitor asked him to put a letter in an underwater mailbox, weighing heavily on his heart. Until they hit land, and the monitor fainted. Only then did Easy grasp how serious everything had become. The doctor told him, "Your hopes can only rest on a 1 in 10,000 chance." He began to anticipate the future even though he had lost faith in humanity. Youth taught him this bittersweet lesson. You Must Be Crazy to Like Me is truly a tear-jerking masterpiece of the year, leaving us laughing and crying. Such a memorable ride. Don't forget to like and subscribe.